In a vast and infinite multiverse, where magic courses through the very fabric of reality, the greatest of mages gather on the field of battle to engage in a duel of epic multiplayer proportions. Leading their armies into battle, backed by their trusted and most skilled commander, ready to do whatever it takes to emerge victorious and live for the adventure. And now, dear friends and fellow gamers, step right up to RIW Hobbies Legendary Showdown, a thrilling tabletop experience like no other. Here, you'll witness the most epic and unforgettable battles where fate hangs in the balance, and every move could mean the difference between triumph and defeat, right within the very walls of the game store. So gather your forces, hone your skills, and prepare to enter a world of magic and mayhem. Here are your hosts, Brian and Ryan.
All right, welcome to the Legendary Showdown. Brian, we're back. We're live again. Good feeling. So I'm very happy to say that we got Zach Wiseman. Zach's
Hello.
over here, and then we got Gabe Cruz back to play some more Commander with us. So we're very excited to have you back.
Heck yeah.
I'm Ryan Sparks,
I'm Brian DeMars.
and I think we can kick things off.
All right, you guys want to roll
We
off?
also want to shout out to Justin in the
Oh,
in the
yeah.
chair over there. He's doing our stream. He's our fixture of the show now.
Yes, he is. He's the man in the
Very
chair.
lucky to have him here.
Yeah, he did a lot of magic in our last episode, and he's definitely part of our team. And I guess going forward, we're gonna make some magic happen for RIW and the rest of you guys out there. So,
Good.
Yeah.
We have an exciting show today. We're featuring RIW Hobbies staff brews. And Zach, what can you tell me about staff brews?
So they're like budget decks generally, often sold as around $100 usually. We've experimented with higher price points, but I found that 100 is the best price point. They're designed to be fun, better than pre-con decks. Out of the box, they come sleeved in a deck box with the tokens, and yeah, it's a great time.
very cool. So,
Mhm.
how do you go about building a template for a deck like that? Like, what's your process when you first start? Someone say, "Hey, this cool card came out." You think of some ideas that way, or how do you go
I'm
about doing it?
constantly building decks. Just like once I finish one, I start the next one.
Sure.
And these are mostly just decks that I've built a list for that I think are the commander's cool, or it
Yeah.
does something unique, or it fills a niche that I, feel like I can make a good deck for.
Yeah,
That's
looks like
pretty
it.
much the plan. I usually just start by adding cards I like, cut it down to 100, and
Yeah.
it's usually done by then.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's anything like your deck in episode 1, I think
Mhm.
we're gonna have a challenge, Brian.
Oh yeah.
I think so too.
So, all right, cool. And Gabe, do you participate in helping Zach out or the shop and give him some ideas?
I've made a few of the staff brews myself.
Oh, cool.
Usually ones that I've thought about doing for my own personal
Yeah.
stuff, but for whatever reason, a lot of the times it's you build a list for someone else the week before, and you're like,
Sure.
you know what? I think I can build a deck like that, maybe a little bit different. A lot of the times you don't have enough budget to
Yeah, you
put
gotta make some.
every
Yeah.
card that you want, but they're kind of made to be upgraded.
Okay.
So that's kind of built into the deck.
Nice. And I think I've walked in before and I've heard you guys talking about cards coming out in the new sets. And
Mhm.
you guys, that'd be a fun deck to build around. And I feel like that's where a lot of the magic stems from you guys.
Yeah, all four of these decks were in my secret commander deck ideas list. So I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice.
All stuff that's been on my radar.
Okay. Very cool. So do you have a favorite deck you guys have brewed over the years?
My favorite staff brew, probably Kibo,
Okay.
the monkey.
Oh, yeah.
that makes bananas, because that one came with banana tokens,
Okay.
which was pretty cool.
We made the banana tokens in-house. We have a 3D printer. My personal favorite was Shirei, Shizo's Caretaker.
Nice.
It's kind of built optimally in a way because a lot of the cards that you'd want to be playing in the deck are already very affordable, and
Yeah.
so it leaves a lot of room for the other 50 cards in the deck.
Okay.
You snuck a Phyrexian altar in that one.
I was able to fit in a
Oh.
Phyrexian altar. I wanted some sack outlets, and that one, it's good, so I've heard. I don't
This
know.
is hard. I, as someone who's made a lot of these lists, I can say sneaking in a $25-$30 card is really hard.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you have to like just make the whole rest of the deck cheaper to compensate, which is a skill.
Very cool.
Really cool that people kind of get like the pre-con experience without like having the same deck as everybody else.
Yes.
I think that's important to community. Want to like have their own deck and work on it and stuff, and tuning in new deck and deck building. And stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, whenever a new set comes out, if there's only 2 decks that come out, everyone's buying it because they want to build the new sets
Sure.
with the new cards.
Yeah.
But like you're saying, a lot of them end up being very similar to each other, and it doesn't make you feel like you own the list.
I think
Oh, yeah.
I think all 4 of the decks at this table are very unique. They all do something different, and there's no like, I'm playing Orzhov Sacrifice.
Right.
Like I've seen that like 7 times in the past month.
And Gabe, you did us a great favor today. You filled in at the last minute for Kayla, and Kayla built Slicer with you, right?
I'm assuming that she did.
Yeah.
I was looking at Zach. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm looking talking to you.
Yeah, Kayla helped out a lot with this list. She was very interested in the build, and I think she did a great job.
Okay. And did you make the rest of these lists then?
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes, I did.
All right. Very cool. Brian, what's your other questions for these guys?
How would you describe the power level of the decks we're going to be playing today?
That's
I
a
think
good
there's
question.
some variance. I think the best deck in terms of power level is probably Slicer, just because that commander is inherently kind of broken, which we'll probably see. I think the average numerical power level is probably around a 7. In terms of like who's favored to win, I think the Asa is pretty favored to win because you have life gain, and that's very good against.
You got a smile on Brian's face already.
That's
I'm
exactly
favored for once.
Yes.
Again.
For
But
once.
we'll see how the game plays out. As far as power level concerns, I think they're designed to play with each other in mind. So hopefully it isn't just a blowout. No one can interact with the Slicer and we lose. We'll see. Yeah.
All right, very cool. So, did we talk price yet on how much these decks would usually run in the show?
All 4 of these decks should run anybody $100,
Yep.
and that comes
Okay.
sleeved in a deck box, all the tokens ready to go.
Very cool. That's good to hear. So they're all around the same price. Sleeves are expensive as they are, by themselves. Typical price of a good mythic or
$8
something.
to $12 for a decent set of sleeves.
Sleeves, yeah. You guys are throwing them in all for that price. That's a good deal right
Absolutely.
there.
What's cool that it all comes like ready to play.
Yeah, that's what
like,
I'm saying,
In
yeah.
a deck box with the tokens. I think putting the tokens in is like chef's kiss. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
beautiful.
100%,
That's
yeah.
a great idea.
I want the pre-con experience to be there, and part of that is having relevant tokens. I thought it was something to take into consideration.
Because otherwise they'll feel like they're missing.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, very cool. Oh, I don't think I have anything else unless you do, Brian.
I think I'm ready to get to the game. How about you guys?
I'm ready.
I've been ready all day.
Let's talk about what we're playing and such.
Yeah.
I was saying, do you want to talk about the deck list that we have?
You can talk about deck lists, yeah.
Sure.
Let
So
me get my little cheat sheet.
yeah, I guess I'll start with the one I'm playing. I'm playing Dejiru with Eyes Open, the 5-mana 4/3 Vigilance. When it ETBs, you search your library for a Planeswalker. By 1. It's mono white Planeswalkers with some flicker stuff, some pillow fort action to protect the walkers, and then I'm gonna try and win with a Planeswalker ult.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing Slicer Hired Muscle. from the Brothers War Transformers subset. The point of the deck is to put a bunch of equipment onto Slicer, give them to my opponents, and make them beat each other up.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm playing Lesa, Shroud of Dusk, so it's black, white 2 for a 5/5 flying lifelink. And whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 2 life, and it also has the ability, rather than pay 2 for each previous time you've cast the spell from the command zone, pay 2 life that many times. So I can basically use Phyrexian mana to pay for its commander tag.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm playing Kira, the Boundless Sky. I always loved dragons and magic, so I had to snag it as soon as I saw it. Me and Gabe almost fought over it, not really, but but you know, the green in me likes it. It's got flying death touch, and when it dies, I get to search my library for 3 lands and reveal and put in my hand. I can create an XX green spirit token where X is the number of lands I control. So I'll be playing a lot of lands. I heard there's some cool combos with some lands in the deck.
Oh yeah.
So can't wait to see it, and I'm excited. For once on the show, I have all the tokens thanks to these guys.
Oh.
So sweet. I think we're ready to begin the game, guys.
And as we get to it, we have a couple exciting events to come up with. You want to tell us about those, Gabe?
Yeah, of course. For the next couple of months, we have 3 major events that we're hosting at RIW. The first of which is on September 30th. We have our Modern RCQ. So if you're trying to qualify for the RC and eventually to the Pro Tour, this is a great way. Modern has been an awesome format. I've been playing it on and off for an entire Magic career, 10 to 12 years. It'll be a lot of fun. Then on October 7th, we'll be having the Wilds of Eldraine Store Championship. Here at RW, usually the Store Championship is going to be draft. It's the most accessible format and probably the one that we get a pretty decent sized turnout for. And then lastly, October 29th, we're going to be having a Commander format 1K. It's going to be part of RW's 25th anniversary celebration. It'll be the last day of the celebration. We're going to be having a big 1K. Commander's probably the most popular format of Magic right now, and we decided to give them some love. And that Commander 1K will be the start of our RIW 1K series. We're going to be trying to do 5 or 6 of them every year or so. Various rotating formats, but I think Commander's a pretty good one.
Will there be cake?
I don't know about cake. Maybe.
But there's barbecue, I hear.
Barbecue. I've been told that there'll be some barbecue for the event. Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll slip some cake in there. I'll talk to Pam.
Of course. I mean, you can't have a birthday without cake.
Exactly, right? And don't tell my doctor because I'm supposed to be on a diet.
I won't tell you.
Okay, thanks.
Your secret safe.
All
All
right.
right. Rolling
Let's,
off.
we're going to roll it off to see who goes first.
Wow. All right.
Impressive.
Yeah. I already lost.
5.
That
That's
six.
12.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Wow. Was
All
loaded?
right. Yeah,
Something like that.
Make sure they're good.
Yep.
All right, John. Let's start. Will be.
We'll be mulliganing.
I'm not. Lands and spells, please. Need 3 lands. Give me a good cut. It's up bad. Thank you.
Deep cut this time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Take any amount of land.
One land. it
I'm gonna
is.
keep.
Much better.
I'm gonna start things off. Or I'm sorry, we all keeping?
This is one.
Yep.
I'm gonna start things off with the Wayfarer's Ball.
That's a good idea.
Alright, we'll play a Spine Rock Knoll. This has Hideaway. I get to look at the top 4 cards of my library. Exile one of them face down. Right. One, I like it. In fact, I like it so much, I'm gonna put it under the land. The rest go to the bottom.
I wonder what that could be. Alright. Draw for turn. I'm going to play a tapped Idyllic Grange and pass turn.
I'm going to do something similar to Gabe. Play a Mosswort Bridge. And I'm going to look at the top 4.
I love the hideaway lands in budget decks.
Yeah, those are nice.
They're very cheap, and sometimes they get you a whole card of value on a land. So.
Yeah, it's a land that does something. It seems pretty good.
Mm-hmm. A colored land, too.
I like
Not
that.
even colorless.
Alright, bottom of library. Pass turn.
The blue one's unplayable.
Draw. I will play a swamp and use my Wayfarer's Bauble to find a plains and pass it.
For the first time. Alright, we'll play a mountain. We'll play a rogue's gloves and pass it.
I'll play a plains for turn. Then we will pass turn.
I will play a forest for a turn. And then I will tap 2 and play a Llanowar Scout. It's an elf, no surprise. Pass the turn.
Draw. Plains, Children of Corliss. And we'll set.
Alright.
Incoming slicer.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Mountain. Alright, 3 mana. We'll cast my commander for its more than meets the eye cost. This is a transformer, so Slicer, high speed antagonist. Its first strike, haste, and when it deals combat damage to a player, I convert it at the end of combat. Alright, move to combat. Any objections?
No objections.
I'm sorry, Zach, you do not have a blocker, unfortunately, so I'm going to...
First blood.
I would love to attack you with my car.
I will be responding before damage. I'll cast Condemn.
That was quick.
Put target attacking creature on the bottom of its owner's library, and then you gain life equal to its toughness.
Alright, I'll take 2, and then I will put Slicer into the command zone. That seems fine. I'm sad.
You're slad.
Yeah, that too.
Anything else?
No, that's it. I'm tapped
Untap,
out.
upkeep, draw. I'm gonna play a plains. We're gonna tap 3 for a commander's sphere and pass.
Sweet. Alright.
Nothing personal, Gabe. Just
No, I understand.
Draw a card for turn.
kind of have to nick that right out of the game.
I'll just try in 2 turns.
Yeah. Possibly less.
Maybe.
I'll play a Scavenger Grounds. And we will... I'm gonna pass.
Drop. Play a land, cast my commander.
Alright.
And who's got no blockers?
Me. Also Gabe. Gabe has the
I'll
most
take
life.
Zach for 1.
Alright, I'll take 1.
I'm all set.
Reading this card, I've never seen this card before in my life. Oh, okay.
Does more than meets the eye require paying commander tax?
It does, because it's still casting the card.
Okay. That was the question from the chat.
Gotcha. Good question. Some of the commanders that have like abilities from the command zone are a little.
Dash is kind of weird if you have Ragavan in the command zone.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Tyrite Sanctum is my land.
Never thought of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
It goes to your hand, too.
Interesting. It's like a command beacon on a stick.
Kind of, yeah.
Let's play Sword of the Animus. And I'm good.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. We'll go Plains for turn. Then I'm going to tap out for my commander. On his ETB, I will search for a Planeswalker. So I will do that. I will search out... Where is the card? I'll search out Ugin the Ineffable. Small Ugin.
Little Ugin.
That goes to my hand and then I'll pass.
Okay. Guess I'll cast this.
Oh, and I think I lose 2 life from the ASA. Right?
Oh yeah, whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 2 life. Should also.
I am
Thanks,
gonna
guys. My
pay
bad.
2 life. Cast hard cast Nissa's Pilgrimage. Not get the spell mastery. I need to search for some lands.
What does it do? You get 2
So yeah, I
basics?
get 2 basics. I put 1 on the battlefield and the rest in my hand.
Gotcha.
It says rest because I could get 3 if I had instants and sorceries in the graveyard. So 1's going into my hand, 1's going on the battlefield. Tap. Cut if you'd like.
I'm good.
Alright. And I'm just going to drop it with Landwire Scout. Pass.
Well, that's a hateful card. Can't cast it this turn though.
Wow, that's scary. 6 drop?
I'll play Marble Diamond.
Marble Diamond, very scary.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about.
That's
right
my
there.
scary one.
You lose 2 life, I think. I think it counts.
It counts me
It
too.
does, yes. That's
That's
why you have
wild.
a life gain.
That's so wild.
I'm going to get a counter of how many times Brian hurts himself.
I'll play a tap land, and then I'll attack Zach.
I have a blocker.
Does it fly?
Oh, no.
I'll attack Zach for 5 in the air,
5?
and
Yeah.
I'll attack
Yeah.
Ryan
Because I said I
1
want
on
to
the
keep track
ground.
of your stuff.
Okay, I'll
Because
take
you
5.
reminded me that I have to lose life.
That's commander damage. How do you want to
I
track
think
commander
Gabe
damage?
did, but hey, I'll take it. Oh, we swipe down, we go to counters, and then we select.
Oh, it's me. not you.
Yeah, I'm just showing you.
Yeah, so counters. What do you want to be? The
Give him a sword.
Yeah.
He's very stabby.
And you also gain 5 because it's lifelink.
Yeah, so I go to 43.
Yeah, so why do you care about paying life, right?
You went down.
As long as you attack, you're all set, Brian.
Alright.
All set.
Draw. Mountain. Alright, we'll try this again. Slicer.
Yo.
High speed antagonist. Move to combat.
Alright, who's dealing with Slicer?
Listen, it's fine.
Oh no.
Well, okay, so you have a blocker. It won't deal with the slicer, but I kind of want him to transform because that's kind of the point. You two are playing like removal colors.
Just
So you're
attack me
tapped
and
out.
give it to me later.
Yeah, and then you can
Yeah.
do stuff with it. All right,
Yeah.
hit you for 3.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Commander damage.
Give you a gear.
All right, that makes sense. All right. Okay, pass turn. Effects.
Did you take your 2 for?
Oh, no. That's gonna be...
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna try and get on remembering those.
So, yeah.
During your upkeep, I have an effect.
So, untap, upkeep.
Alright, so... Slicer Hired Muscle. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you may have that player gain control of Slicer until end of turn. If you do untap Slicer, goad it, and it can't be sacrificed this turn. If you don't, convert it.
You gotta wait 1 upkeep to give it to me.
Well, you're gonna get it during your turn anyways.
Oh, unless like.
No, it happens every turn.
Oh,
every
okay,
single
all right.
turn.
Yeah,
all right.
that's
I
why
thought-
this
I thought you
commander's-
have to give it to someone. Okay, that's really good.
I'll play Interplanar Beacon.
It's mono red group hog.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Oh. I'm gonna...
What's
see,
what's,
we
what's,
got some
what's some
tapped
bards?
out gamers sitting around. I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to full swing at Brian. This is 6-10 coming at you.
Jeru has vigilance.
Oh, true.
For what it's worth.
Yes, I see.
I'll generous gift the double striker.
Okay.
Wow, I don't even get the elephant.
And I'll take the 4, but I lose 2 for playing a spell.
Correct.
Fair.
You were gonna give me a generous gift.
37.
I'm going to pay 6 mana, and I'll cast Ugin the Ineffable. Trigger Interplanar Beacon, I'll gain a life, and then I'll lose 2 life, profitably. It'll enter with 4 loyalty. I'm going to minus it to destroy Liesa. And then I will pass.
All right. I think. I'm gonna cast my commander. Four flying death touch,
Death Touch.
and I'll pass to Brian.
Play God Pharaoh's statue.
Oof, bruh.
And that's it for me.
Alright. Well, happy to see that. Mountain.
Well, this card is a second. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses 1 life.
Happily. For 4 mana, I'll cast Mirror Retriever.
He's got a creature now.
I do.
Price equipment.
I'll equip Sword of the Animus to Mirror Retriever. And that is it for me.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna play a Plains for turn. Let's plus the Ugin. I'll exile the top card of my library face down. Look at it. You have to look at it. Create a 2/2 spirit token, and when it leaves the battlefield, I'll put the exiled card into my hand. A 2/2 spirit token. There it goes to my hand. Cool. I'll move to. I will move to combat, and I'm going to swing at Brian for 4.
I'll take 4.
Okay. That's 4 commander damage.
Okay. Can you do that damage for me?
What do you want to be?
I want to be the shield. And then I will pass the turn.
Okie dokie. I'm going to play Metamorphosis on Kira.
Okay.
What does that do?
I'm going to sacrifice it and add 5 to my mana pool because when I sacrifice a creature, I get to get 5 mana plus 1 to my mana pool. So,
Did you pay 3 for that?
yeah, I paid. Oh, it's only 1. Okay.
God fears.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Dang,
Cool.
card.
So,
It's quite powerful.
Kura sacrificed.
Yep.
So you have the trigger,
Trigger.
death trigger.
Yep. So I'm going to search my library for up to 3 lands and put them in my hand.
Yes.
I haven't played a land for turn yet, so just letting everyone know.
Oh yeah.
I think I see one I want. Ooh. I think I see 2 I want. And I see the 3rd I want.
You do have to reveal them,
Yeah, that's fine.
actually. I see.
No.
Is that
Maze of Ith, Thespian Sage, Dark Depths.
nice?
Uh-oh. Any Ghost Quarter havers?
Maybe you're looking pretty silly for using your condemn on Slicer. I'm not a.
It's
Alright.
okay. I'll live. Kura's sacrificed.
Yep. So I have 6 floating right now because of Metamorphosis.
Mm-hmm.
See what I want to do here real quick.
While Ryan's thinking of what he wants to do,
I'm going to put Thespian Stage on the battlefield with Llanowar Scout.
Good choice.
do you guys feel like this is a more balanced game since there's no blue in it?
Yes.
And then I'm going to play Dark Depths.
Although I would have liked to counterspell Kura.
Cool.
That gets 10.
I
Oh, dude, he's just doing it.
Yeah.
Ah. Because it's not a spell.
This is
I
a formality. This is, yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna pay 30. Does it have trample, merit lodge?
No, it just has flying and indestructible.
Correct.
Okay.
So I have the 6 floating.
You do. You can cast a 4-drop.
Yes. Or, yes, I am going to cast a 4-drop.
Boom pile.
What's that do?
I can flip a coin if I win, destroy all non-land permanents.
Okay.
Boom pile indeed.
Oh, yeah. He's good because he's playing a land.
Right.
So if I'm not mistaken, I can take my remaining 2.
You have no mana floater.
I had 6. Oh,
God Pharaoh statue.
but I have these 2.
Yeah.
It's not floating though.
It's not floating. I mean, they are now.
Yeah, just-
But a little spooky for Halloween
Happy
coming.
Halloween, everybody.
So I can become a copy of Dark Deaths with Thespian Stage.
Yeah, you can make a merit lodge. You would have to sack the Thespian Stage and the Dark Depths.
Yep, that's fine.
You doing that? Because you can also do it at instant speed.
Yeah, I'm going to do that at instant speed. Yeah, you're right. Go for it.
He's holding up interaction, guys.
Yeah,
Play a Fetid Heath.
come at me, bro.
Recast my commander for 5 mana on 2 life, going to 31.
Yep.
Then I'll use Fetid Heath, to do nothing. I'll go to my end step and my opponents lose a life.
Yep. Alright, let's see if I got anything going on here. Alright. Opal Palace. Wow. I'm not gonna cast my commander, huh?
Not into the boom pile?
Not into the boom pile. I wouldn't recommend it.
But you could send it to the graveyard and then your mirror retriever.
Ah, that's smart. I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it might be smart. It also might not be.
Yeah, it might
There's
be
a high chance.
Very, very not smart. One of the two. I can't quite tell.
Sorry, I'm just reading a ruling on the card.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? I like this awful idea that you just gave me. All right.
You more than meets the eye at a gun?
Yep.
Okay.
High speed. I have to now. It costs 7.
Ah, pain.
High speed antagonist. Anything? Anybody?
No interaction.
All right. Enter combat.
Not me.
All right. So, Slicer will attack Zach.
Bruh.
And I think I need to keep this back.
The defensive.
Well, it's not even gonna stop a. It's not even gonna stop a Merit
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to deal with the Merit Lodge somehow.
That's fine. All right.
All right, I'll take
just
it.
the 3. Let's go. Okay. End pass turn. Nope. That's the Liesa commander damage.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
Yeah.
All right, in your end step,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna see how much mana
What
this
do you
costs.
mean in my end step?
I'm gonna.
Merit Lodge, come on.
That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. I'm gonna cast this 4 mana proliferate spell for 1 loyalty counter.
Okay.
Anything else? I'll proliferate the Merit Lodge also.
The dark.
Yeah, the Dark Depths, not the Merit Lodge. And then I think I'm good to move to my turn.
Sure.
Untap. Upkeep.
Slicer trigger. You get Slicer higher than muscle.
Poggers.
There you go. Pretty
Draw.
cool.
I will play this tapped Forbidding Watchtower. Commander All-Star.
That's mainline, right?
Yep. We're gonna plus Ugin again.
I'm gonna boom pile in response to that.
Okay. Would you like to flip a coin?
Yeah, we don't have a coin.
We can roll a d20.
We can get a coin, I'm sure.
Sure, one of us
Sure.
must have a coin. I don't have a coin.
Let's see here. Then.
We can just use a die.
Sometimes. There's a dice. Oh, only for D4.
Here, just
Roll
evens is heads, odds is tails. I'll
Okay.
let you do the honors.
All right, I'll call evens. Oh,
Alright,
odds.
nothing happens.
Yep.
Okay, so Ugin's trigger will resolve. Make another spirit. Where's my second spirit? I'll exile the top card and look at it.
Is it a cool card?
No.
Oh.
Then I think I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to swing Slicer, Jiru, and the Spirit. Jiru has Vigilance. All at you, Ryan. So that's 6,
8.
10,
Oh yeah, 10.
11, 12 damage coming
12.
at you.
Go to 20.
And 6 of that is Slicer damage.
Wait, that's separate. Wait.
No, that's good, that's good.
Yeah. I was at 2, so 8.
And then
And
4
4,
of that
yes.
is shield
Oh.
damage.
Dang.
I mean, you are presenting a 2020 Merit
Hey,
Lodge.
I'm like saying.
I will.
Pretty good commander smack in there. I like it.
I'm going to move to my end step. And
I would like my slicer
here's your
back.
slicer back.
Thank you so much.
Your go.
Okay, untap.
During your upkeep, I have a gift to give you.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. You have to attack with it, and you can't attack me with it.
Unless
Also,
boom
you
pile
can't
goes off.
sacrifice it.
Well,
There's that. I'll tell you what, I'll play an Evolving
Tails.
Wilds. And we'll roll this again, and I'll call evens once more.
No. No. Wait, let me see if I have any actions in response.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, I wouldn't know if it's heads or tails.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
That's
okay.
I'm gonna let Slicer go to my graveyard. Mirror Retriever has a trigger when it dies. I return another artifact card from my graveyard to your hand. So I'll put Slicer into
My two
Okay.
spirits mean that dying means these two cards go to my hand. And then also I'm going to sack my Commander Sphere to draw a card.
Okay.
Yup. That sucks. Probably should have... Yeah. Alright, continue.
Alright, I'll crack the Evolving Wilds, search for a land.
I wonder what it's going to be.
It's going to be a forest.
Could have been a snow-covered forest, or even a waste.
That's true, too.
Put a waste in there.
No. But it could have been. You don't know that.
You're right.
I have a waste in my Simic Landfall deck. It's because they have that one card that lets you give someone else a basic, and I don't want to give them any value. They get 0 colors from it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
Dude. The boom pile blowout.
Dang. Alright, I will just... I'm going to do it now.
Okay. He's doing it. Meritlage.
I'm sure you got a 2020 token somewhere, though. Uh-oh.
Oh,
You know how the Merit Lodge
did I forget the Meritlage?
It's alright.
No way. That's
It will be this.
embarrassing.
There's our 2020.
I'll get one in there.
It's alright.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And now...
Feels bad.
Mike over budget.
There's no way.
Those, yep. I'm going to pay the 1 green. Now that I have something that's 20 or high, or 10 or higher,
You're a Moss Diamond.
and I can cast it without paying its mana cost.
Stratascythe. That is going to be even larger than a 2020.
And I search my library for a land. Exile it. I'm picking, what do you think, Forrest?
Seems decent.
On the bright side, I don't have to pay 2 extra for anything.
So if I equip this to a creature, it gets a +1/+1 for each land on the battlefield with the same name with the exiled card.
Understood.
Thank goodness there's only one mono green player.
Yes. Mirror Leech has summoning sickness, right?
Yes.
Correct.
I'm going to pass then. I've never played one. I've always heard people talk about them, so I did the thing. That's all that
You
matters.
did the thing.
I'll replay my commander.
Costs 4 life in total.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 for each.
Yes.
Hey, I got rid of the card that hurts us every end. So.
Yeah, but you can just keep playing Liesa
Oh, yeah, true.
because that card's balanced. No. I need to make a flyer. There's all my mono white flyers.
You're still alive. It's fine.
For like 1 turn.
True.
A slicer in hand right now?
Slicers in hand.
Okay.
Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, well, this is something. Alright. Let's just keep on doing it until it doesn't work anymore.
He's getting value.
Slicer,
Copium.
high-speed antagonist.
Bruh.
Let's, I'll take 2 from that. Because that hurts. I'll play Infiltration Lens. Whenever the equipped creature becomes blocked by a creature, I may draw 2 cards. I'll equip it onto a Slicer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Take 2 when you play a spell.
Yeah.
Do it? Okay.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to remind everybody. Sorry.
It's like Ristic Study, except painful.
Speaking of painful, enter combat and attack Zach for 3.
I will take it.
Alright, gets
a flippy flop.
converted. And I'll pass turn.
Anything I can do. Alright, I'll untap, upkeep, and draw.
There you go.
Thank you.
I do still control the lens.
You do.
Yeah. Which makes me very happy.
I'll play a Plains. I'm sad. I'll play a flyer, a Grateful Apparition. I'll lose 2 life. At 21.
Impressive.
Yeah. We're gonna... Yeah, I'll move to combat. I'm gonna swing Slicer at Brian.
What is it?
It's a 3/4 double strike.
3/4 double strike.
That's when it becomes blocked, Gabe draws 2 cards.
I'm not going to block it. I'll take the 6.
Okay.
I got a 21.
And then that's gear commander damage. Then I will cast... how many lands does everyone have for no reason?
7.
7.
I have 6.
Alright, I somehow have the most lands, so I will simply pass turn.
There you go.
Thanks. Upkeep draw.
Alright. Well... this is not good. I have a 1/1.
Impressive.
And instance, maybe, perhaps.
For the low cost of 2 life.
Yes, it's actually a high cost when there's a 20/20 in play and you're at 21 life.
Okay. I'm going to wait a turn on my scythe. Instead, I'm going to play Perennial Behemoth, or I can play lands from my graveyard.
Okay.
And I'm going to play Dark Depths.
No!
That is not good. Okay. Alright. Guys. Save me.
You're fine.
Yeah! They don't know I'm actually fine.
Slicer and Merit Liege. Slicer's going to come at Gabe.
You cannot attack me with Slicer.
Oh, I can't attack you with Slicer.
Goaded.
Yo.
Alright, so then I'll attack Zach with Slicer,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll attack you with the Merit Liege.
I was expecting that was going to happen. Doesn't make me very happy, but there's literally nothing I can do.
where, before damage, I'm thinking.
Sure.
Because this would also help Gabe out a lot.
Oh?
But I kind of don't want to take 6. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna... if I block, I just don't have a flyer anymore. I'll cast Dawn Charm.
Oh, parental combat damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh,
So
okay.
white doing white things.
Yeah, fogging it up.
I like it. I like it.
I'll pass to Brian.
My turn.
Brian, here's a gift.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Gabe.
What's that thing? A 2/7?
Yes, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Two play land cards from your giving.
A 20 life point gift.
Alright. I would highly recommend we kill the Kura player right now.
Or just a minute.
At least the
But there's
chat got to see
another
what it's
one.
supposed to do.
Yeah, and it's scary.
I did the thing. I'm happy. I'll go out with a bang and a smile.
So you have a 2/7.
Yep.
2/7, very big defensive body.
I'm going to play Agent of Shadow Thieves. Commander creatures I own have, whenever this creature attacks a player, if no opponent has more life than that player, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. It gains Death Touch and Indestructible until end of turn.
Okay. You lose 2 life from Liesa to 19. Life total's getting kind of low here.
Did I lose my 2 life from playing Perennial Behemoth?
I think you did.
Okay.
Chat, tell us if he did or didn't. You guys are paying attention.
Actually, can I back up and not do this?
Yeah, of course.
This hurts things. On this board, anyway. I keep forgetting that.
You can attack into Merit Lodge.
Or not.
I'm going to play this guy.
Ooh, I like
Asterion
this
the Decadent. Death Touch Lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, choose 1. Target opponent loses life equal to the amount of life they lost this turn, or I gain life equal to the... You got my life for me there? Okay. So I'll attack Gabe with Slicer.
Can I attack
Or
with
because
Slicer?
you goaded.
Yeah.
I'll attack Zach with both my guys.
Bruh. Well, before damage, I'm gonna pay 2 and animate my Forbidding Watchtower. Becomes a 1/5 creature, and I'll block Slicer with it.
A small Merit Lage.
Yes,
I would
causing
love
Gabe
to
to draw
draw
2
two
cards.
cards.
You're
Yeah.
too kind.
And then my Forbidding Watchtower dies, and I'll take Liesa damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You gain 5.
Nice.
Yes.
Up to 24, and then end in Europe. 14 right now.
Yes.
So I'm gonna
No.
gain life equal to the
Oh.
amount of life I've gained this turn. So I'm gonna
Okay.
gain 5 more
I
back
thought
up
I
to
was gonna
20.
get slapped for another.
No, it's too
5
mean.
life.
It's too mean. It's not my style.
Thank you. Alright. You're off for turn. Yeah. Play a Buried Ruin. Basically Dark Ritual for those at home. That's a Death Touch lifelink, a 4/4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know what I'm doing. Fun fact.
True.
What's that supposed to be? Okay. Blah 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 blah. All right. Enter combat. Let's attack Ryan with a 3/4 double strike. No tricks.
I'll block it with a 2/7.
Sure. I'll draw 2 cards. from my equipment. And
Okay.
then nothing happens.
Right.
I wouldn't lie to you.
Until you play this card.
Yeah, until my post combat main phase.
Yes.
What?
This man has too many cards in his hand.
You have a liaison play. Everything I do hurts me. Okay.
You get a big life buffer, though.
You're right. I'm fortunate enough to be at more than 20 life.
It's because you haven't been getting hit by Slicer.
Slicer's been dominating this game, actually. That's where all the damage is coming from.
Sure. We'll play Nettlecyst. Nettlecyst has a living weapon. Lets me find a Phyrexian germ. Gets +1/+1 for each artifact and equipment I control, which right now is 3. So it's a 3/3. And say go.
Alright. On top. Upkeep.
For your troubles.
Hooray. I'll draw. I'm currently about to get ouchied for lethal next turn, so that's something to consider. I'm gonna cast for 3 mana a Teo the Shield Mage. I'll lose 2 life. I have Hexproof, and I can minus him to make a White Wall Defender, which I will do. It doesn't have flying, though. Feels bad.
Zach.
Yes.
On my turn, I will not swing at you with the Merit Lage if you don't stop the combat.
Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Anywho, swing there, the Slicer dies. But then I get hit for 5 again. 10, actually. No, just 5. I'm going to swing at Brian with Slicer.
I'll take it.
Okay. That's another 6 Slicer damage.
Sliced.
Man, he's slicing and dicing over here. Then I will pass the turn.
Alright.
Did you take 2 when you cast 2?
I did take 2.
Okay, perfect.
Draw for turn. I will play Thespian Stage from my graveyard.
That's not good.
I will equip Merit Lage with the Scythe.
So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gives it +5/+5.
25/25.
Okay.
You only have 4 forests?
Oh, I'm blind.
2,
Yes.
3, 4. Yeah, that's not a forest. So 24/24.
Still big.
Yep.
Still enough to one-shot everyone but Gabe.
Yes. So
He's safe.
For now. No.
Well, I'm chilling.
here's what I'm going to do. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? No, I'm just gonna pay the 1 for it. Journey to Discovery. Get a couple more for us on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Or no, what, is that in my hand? Yes, in my hand.
2 from Lisa.
It's okay. You know more forests are coming.
I don't think you played a land this turn, have you? Oh, no, you did.
Yeah,
You did
Thespian
from the
Stage.
graveyard.
Yes, let's not forget about Thespian Stage.
He doesn't have it up. So if we remove the Meritage...
Remember our deal.
Yeah, true. I can't do anything. It's not like I'm...
Your hands are tied.
My hands are tied, and also my legs are tied. My arms... Whole upper body, really.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'll have to discard at my end step, so I will go to combat.
Swords to Plowshares incoming.
Oh, wrong one. Merit Lady at Gabe. Slicer at Brian.
Okay.
That's 6 more slicers, so I'm going to go to 18.
I actually have a
okay.
response.
Monorail
So
Fog.
no blockers.
No blockers sounds like it. Oh, this is about to be.
I'll use Tyrite Sanctum's effect to put a +1/+1 counter on target legendary creature.
Oh.
It becomes a god.
Pog?
So you'll
Slicer
actually be taking
god?
8, which is not enough to.
That's not
Yeah.
lethal.
That's not the intent. That's just me using my mana
Efficiency.
efficiently. All right, and then I'll take 20.
He almost killed Brian anyways.
I'll take the 20.
I was trying to keep him alive, but
I'll go to 6.
Awesome.
Cool. Alright, go to my end step here.
How much mana do you have on tap there?
I only have 2. These 2.
1. Dark Depths doesn't tap for mana.
Oh yeah, just 1. End step. Throw a Mazavith in the graveyard.
I think
Not
I'm
even
gonna,
necessarily.
I'm
Throw a
thinking if I
couple
want to
more
do
lands.
something before you discard.
Sure.
Oh shoot, that's too many. At least I have a forest in my hand. Well, you knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, before I discard?
Yeah.
These are my discards, so. That was one of the cards I searched earlier. This is a cheap Crucible Worlds. I like it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It also has Unearth, which is like
Yeah.
relevant.
Which is why I was like, blow up the board, I'll just play it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good.
At the end of your turn, I'm just going to use Spine Rock Null. You lost at least 7 life, so I'll cast a Staff of Titania for free.
Ooh.
Okay.
Did you put one of those in here? I didn't
You
like it.
lose 2.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Oh,
That'd be
do
good.
I want to do that? I guess. I mean, nothing. It doesn't
That's
matter.
the one trigger I remember.
It doesn't matter. I'm
I think I dropped it.
basically as good as dead. You get a slicer
Yeah, you do get a slicer.
for your troubles.
There you go, Brian.
Why did I do that?
I don't know.
Drop turn.
Yeah, right. There's no staff.
Yeah,
No staff.
It's fine. It's fine.
There's no staff.
Oh, no staff in the deck?
No.
Oh, you looked. Okay,
I'm
thank
looking
you.
at the deck list.
Okay. I thought you said no stack. I'm like,
There's no stack this game.
There's no
There is
You guys
stack.
are kept playing without the stack this game.
It's so that when I give slicer to you with the staff, it gets even bigger.
Yeah. Also, it's
Yeah, it's right.
you get the. It's like Sword of the Animist.
Yeah.
I wanted to put Yavi Maya in the deck, but it's like a
Ooh.
$10 card, and it's not like good enough for it
Play
being
the
that
scope
cute.
of
Is the
Guild
foil
Mage,
one?
go to 13.
The foil of what?
Yavi Maya still $10?
No.
Isn't it cheaper?
Actually, it might be like 11 or 12.
Okay.
Off the top of my head.
I'm going to activate the scope of Guild Mage.
I think
to
Kayla said she
whenever
likes
I
the
gain
staff
life this
included.
turn, each opponent loses that much life.
Each opponent.
I'm dead.
I think that is Kayla.
Kayla said she likes the staff include.
Hog. Thanks, Kayla.
I'm very dead.
I just remember her name from Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
What's your Twitter name?
Like.
I don't say it.
Yeah, never mind.
Enunciate for us.
Whatever.
I'm
Go
going
on,
to attack.
All dead?
How big is this thing?
That is currently a 2/2.
Okay, I don't care about that.
Wait, don't you also
Yikes,
the
Kay.
thing on Slicer?
Oh, sorry, it is a
So
3/3. It
She
is a
said
3/3.
yikes, K.
I'm going to
Okay.
attack Ryan with everything.
Oh. Okay.
And then before blocks, I'm going to path your only blocker.
Oh.
Wow, and I was trying to keep you alive.
It was a mistake, eh?
Okay, so
How much damage is that?
that's a lot.
It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15. Oh, but the Vizcopa Guildmage.
It's 17, not 15.
Oh, 17.
Yeah.
Ouch! I'm dead.
So
And
17.
then everybody's going to lose an
5.
additional 9.
9? Bruh.
It was a good game while it lasted.
Yep. I'm
Well,
dead.
Gabe dies. I'm at 3.
9, I go to 20.
This is gone.
Okay.
Brian, do you want to switch seats?
How do I win? How do I win? Okay. Anything else?
Nope. That's all I got.
You have an NSEP.
Oh, no!
That finishes
No!
Yeah.
you, eh? Or no, I can't. Yeah, it does because I'll gain more life.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I'm dead. Wait. I'm hexproof. Does that do anything?
No,
No, it's just whenever you gain life this turn, each opponent loses that much life.
No! Okay, I'm
Yeah.
dead. Sag!
impressive.
2 in a row, Brian. 2 shows in a row.
Not fair.
I can't take credit for this one. I got to give credit to Zach.
Yeah.
This is a cool deck. This is a really nice little gauntlet you put together here for us today.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I liked all the decks. The Slicer deck was really had a lot. It didn't win, but it had a ton of agency. Over
He
the
also
game.
got his commander kill spelled twice. Like,
Yes,
before it
that's
And it
did
was
such a
still
beating.
able
Yeah,
to
and it was still
Still
able to
function. I
hit
think that's a
people.
really strong
Yeah.
selling point for that deck.
And the decks kept building up. That's what I like. Every deck built up and did something.
Nothing was stagnant.
Yeah.
I was holding up
No one
mana
missed land drops
for
really.
that last turn.
I
to,
restored
like,
mine.
do something, and then I realized I couldn't even because of the indestructible.
Yeah,
part.
man. Good job.
Good job.
Good game.
Good game.
GG's,
Good
GG's.
game. Do we have any chatters with any questions about anything?
Yo, John, how are you doing?
Seemed like it this much. Oh wait, here we go. I'm not even going to try to pronounce usernames because I'm going to butcher
No,
it.
don't worry about it.
It's a Feldegriff.
So, if someone was to bring a deck to the shop, would staff be willing and or able to help them maybe power it up with some suggestions?
Build
Of
around
course.
it.
Yeah,
for sure.
we get that all the time. People bring in their decks or their ideas, and we help them flush it out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the coolest parts about working at the game store is getting to help people
True.
bring their ideas to life and make suggestions. I always love that.
Mm-hmm.
Not even just Zach and myself. A lot of
Any-
the people on staff are like really knowledgeable about
Mhm.
Magic, and would be happy to help. Yeah.
For sure. I'll get a Merit Lodge in there too.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
I like this Lysa deck. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Let me put this
so
away.
Zach, your
What's up?
deck, it seemed like it was wanting to make tokens that time?
Yes, it's a token deck.
My question is, why didn't you put Halo Fountain in there?
Isn't that card like $10?
I thought it came
It might be cheap now. I'm not.
I know it was expensive when it first came out with New Capenna.
We also might have just like had none. That's a really popular card.
Oh, yeah. Where you get
Sometimes
10
the answer is just you can only fit 100 cards in your deck.
That is true.
And that's perfectly fine. I was just curious.
Yeah.
So let's see here. The price of a Halo Fountain for a base art is $5.
Okay. Okay.
Let me ask this question now that the game's over. Out of the decks that you played or you've built, what are 2 cards you would upgrade the deck to the next level?
For these ones.
Yes.
For Slicer, I want the swords, like the Sword of X and Y's. Those are all really good because he has
Okay.
double strike and he attacks every turn. Every
Yeah.
one of them is crazy.
Sure.
Like Feast and Famine and Fire Ice are the first ones I think of, but honestly, they're all pretty good.
Yeah.
For this deck, you really want like some of the more expensive, like non-budget planeswalkers. Obviously, there's a lot of like cheap planeswalkers, but there's a few like that come to mind, like the Wandering Emperor, Elspeth's Son's Champion. I think is in the list, but there's another Elspeth that isn't. So I would put in some non-budget planeswalkers and maybe like a Smothering Tithe because the deck's really mana hungry. Some flicker effects. Those are what I think of. For Kura, you want good lands. You want Yavi Maya. You want like just good utility lands. Any land that does something's crazy in this deck because you're searching out whatever you need at any time. Recursion, but there's a lot already. Liesa, I'd like Exquisite Blood, Sanguinate, and Sanguine Bond. Those 3 all are pretty solid in the deck, and having like some just like, here, the game's over now stuff is pretty good.
Yeah. Cool.
Aside from like Sol Ring, what are some of your favorite like budget cards to just use that you think
that I just
have a
put
lot
in
of
all
utility?
my budget decks?
That have like, a lot of utility.
Well, I mentioned the hideaway lands. Those ones I put, except for the black and the blue ones, those ones are kind of mid. Dark Rituals one, where the power to cost ratio is just ridiculous. Like pretty much every deck should be running Dark Ritual at its price point. There's like not much reason not to. It's just better than every rock. Skull Clamp is really powerful per dollar.
If you can fit,
if you have creatures and $6 or whatever, it is probably the best equipment in the format.
I could agree with that.
Yeah. I think rampant growth is in rampant growth like effects that are around 25 to 50 cents is a good rate per cent. Every green deck that is under $100 should consider like rampant growth, and all the other like cheap ones that put them in tapped, because the Nature's Lore and 3 visits are getting up there, but all the tapped ones are still really cheap. So I would consider those.
Kayla said for Slicer, there were some creatures and other cards that benefit you for goated creatures. I tried to add them, but the store didn't have them.
Yep.
Sounds about right. Turns out that when a card is popular, and especially in a powerful deck like Slicer, we tend to sell out.
Yep.
Accurate. Rituals are also really good in Slicer. Just getting Slicer out a turn earlier, because you only have to get to 3 mana to get him out.
Sometimes it's actually really difficult for the store to keep in good budget options in, because everyone wants them for their budget decks, but not a lot of people think to trade them in because they're not really worth
Reckless
it.
Impulse comes to mind.
Yeah.
Well, that's about pretty much all I got.
All right.
Well, let's go to the end of the show here.
Cool.
I actually have the quote written down this time, boys.
I guess one other thing.
Oh, sure.
I think all 4 of these decks are going to be for sale at
Correct.
the store after this.
As of probably
like 5 minutes from
Yeah. Get them while they're hot.
Yeah.
What's the price range?
$100.
$100. That's a really good deal for a deck box and sleeves, like we talked about earlier.
Absolutely.
And the tokens.
And the tokens. And
the chef's kiss, as Brian said. Yeah, and the Marilage. It'll be in there. All right. Well, I'm going to say this the right time for the first time ever, boys and girls. So the best adventures in Magic aren't always winning on the battlefield, but the friends we make when we leave those battlefields. Sounds a lot better this time, right? I think.
That sounds beautiful.
Okay, and then we're gonna go to our little picture that we got. I just wanted to kind of give a shout out. In the recent week, we had a really sad loss in the community across the world. The godfather of Commander passed away, Sheldon himself. We wouldn't be sitting here playing this format without him. You know, him and his group. You know, they created the format. I could say it saved my life and why I got back into Magic years ago. It took me from the ledge and gave me something to really play. So really thanks to Sheldon. And we do have an image. We're going to throw it up and then we'll close the show. It's up on the desktop and we'll call it Sheldon there.
There it is. Okay. Let me go throw it up real quick.
And then, anyone else have anything else to close the show with?
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, thanks for coming on again. It was great playing with you guys again.
All right.
It's always a pleasure.
And then we'll close it there. Next episode, Brian, what do we got?
Well, it's sort of up in the air, but I think it's going to... I think after this, it's solidified that I want to try and build some of these budget decks. I really like this power level. I think it's really fun.
It's fun. Yeah.
So I think we're going to do that, maybe with some Flame Chase thrown in.
Yeah, that would be fun. So you inspired us, guys, to build these decks that we're going to build. So
I have Sheldon's photo.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, we'll close it there. Cool. On to the next.
All right.
And thanks to everybody for tuning in. Have a great night.